Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It's already the 20th, and it's an idle's day, but will we have time to visit the toilet? I am not sure, because we're going to be arriving in Brilehaven today.
Hello, Mr. Captain. Rise and shine, what? Almost there.
I mean, at least we don't have to worry about jet lag in this place.
Brilehaven. It's been a while.
Feels like this is more like just one continent, so I don't think there'd really be much in the way of time zone differences. Then again, in Australia, there's a 1 hour difference between some places.
You've been before?
I'm not even sure how they measure time in this world, actually. I know that they have afternoons and evenings, but we don't know if they have hours.
My parents took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean. The place was crowded beyond belief. Everything was so different from our hometown in the countryside.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a sight compared to my little village, with naught but fields and mountains.
To be sure. And where are you from, Hulkenberg?
You cannot guess? Surely Montario in the east. Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses, if not foremost among them.
And if you look at her profile, it'll say that she's from a place called Hulkenmount, so they have an entire mountain named after them.
You don't say.
Well, yes. Though I've no close relationship with my parents. I've hardly seen them since I left home.
That's understandable if they're the snooty noble kind.
I see. Suppose we've all come a long way, haven't we?
Seems we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
With a master at the helm, you were bound to, eh?
I really hope Joanna shows up.
We resolved to trust her. So we simply watch and wait.
Right. Everyone set and steady? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the coastal crown jewel, Port Brilehaven.
And I assume... anime cutscene in 3, 2, 1...
Port Brilehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania, the western annexed state of Uchronia. A vivacious city, Brilehaven is port of call to ships of both trade and war, bustling with hardy sailors. From the natural wonders caused by Magla to the Colosseum's contests of strength, people flock here to see the marvels of a city that never sleeps. The sea guides the gauntlet runner into the city, alongside a warm, salty breeze.
And now anime cutscene in 3, 2, 1. There we go.
Wow! It's the ocean! Just look, there's water all the way to the horizon! It's kind of like the capital, but totally different.
Yes. The city of water, Brilehaven.
Oh great, he's here.
Sancta Cadeau, you've brought us quite a magnificent head. How do you think it'll stack up against your competitors?
With the warrior monks at my side, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. But I won't presume to know the rankings. I humbly leave it in God's hands.
Do you know that you've been kicked off the top 3?
Lineup's a bit conventional for my taste so far.
It's about to get a little unconventional.
Oh, here comes our mysterious little underdog now. Stir things up a bit here, will you?
I like how you can just see him crack a smile the moment he knows you're coming. Lots of big, fancy, rich people gauntlet runners here.
Would you look at these spectacular gauntlet runners? They must all be worthy of kings.
That's kind of the point, Neuros.
Looks like Luis is still the only one with a sky runner, though.
No. I'm sure those blasted clergymen have some mechanism for it too. The Sanctus Church funded the Skyrunners to begin with.
Huh.
If you can call that flying, of course. All just piffling about with levitation magic. Only a passing acquaintanceship to real aerodynamics. Birds have never needed magic to fly. Just the mechanical ingenuity of the feathered wing. That's the kind of breakthrough I'd like to make. You'll see, eh? One day, I'll make those wings reality, and we'll soar like birds.
I'm looking forward to it.
Anybody who picks the bottom two options, I have words for you.
Good. I'll have you run in the sky with me. Mark my words.
If it isn't the pretentious little gallant and his cronies.
Oh no! You're here too! Actually, I saw him earlier.
A walking headache.
Thank you, Stroll. Thank you for coming up with the perfect description.
Well. No head to be seen. Weren't you talking big about chasing down that Heismay fiend?
You're referring to me, yes?
You're the man. This is a joke, is it? He's your great and terrible bounty. You know there's still time to drop out before you humiliate yourself in front of the masses.
Oh, I'm sure that applies to you more than it does us.
Say what you wish. He is one of us. Tis not his head we are offering.
Truly? You're allied with a wanted criminal? Are you all mad? Oh, your public humiliation will be quite a sight. Come, Hector.
That dog does not deserve to be named Hector.
And that was?
A candidate and one of Luis's henchmen. We don't exactly see eye to eye.
Well, okay, by that we mean that like, he's up on top of Mount Everest and we're below sea level. That's how eye to eye we see.
Confound it. No damn parking spaces left. Well, let's look for somewhere a bit less unpleasantly populated.
It's actually kind of funny they're actually talking about parking spaces in a fantasy world. That is one thing a lot of people say. People wish this was more pure fantasy than the sort of steampunk-ish.
Tomorrow is finally the exhibition to present all the heads. I really hope Joanna shows up.
/ more modern fashions, but I like the unique aesthetic this game has. Like, Atlas could never be 100% conventional with anything.
You needn't all sleep here tonight, you know? I can stay and wait for the cavalry. Got to give the old girl a tune-up anyway, don't I?
Tis much appreciated. In that case, we should look for an inn about the city. Ah, and we must sample the local delights. They've far better seafood than in the capital.
I love the delivery on her. Ah!
Hope it's nothing too weird.
You've nothing to fear. Truly, I find most living things are edible.
You need higher standards, lady.
Yeah, I feel like, Hulkenberg would try and eat those slimes that we fought in the mausoleum earlier, even though they dropped something called corrosive acid.
If you're sure, Neuros, then we'll leave it to you. Me, I long for a proper bed.
You know, maybe Hulkenberg has a permanent version of the Iron Stomach passive from Digital Devil Saga equipped. That explains everything.
So be it. Let's find ourselves some lodging.
And so, our first mission in Brilehaven is to find ourselves a hotel.
Really?
But now we've been let loose on the big city, and by big, I really mean big. Also, that person saying this is a joy? Yeah!
Alright then.
Brilehaven is utterly massive. Really, really, really huge. Oh, okay, we get the entry on Skyrunners. Gauntlet runners capable of more than land travel and can function as a watercraft, which coined the colloquial term sea runner. Yet in recent years, a rare few have been proven capable of flight, and the term skyrunner also came into use. However, those that do fly are really only capable of floating for a very short period to get over particularly steep terrain. Luis's Caradrius is the first true Skyrunner capable of sustaining controlled flight. However, this is only achieved through magla propulsion at a constant, dangerously high output, with high risk of volatile reaction. Additionally, the Caradrius is only capable of aerostatic hovering rather than naturally powered flight. In contrast, the dream Eurus aims to realize is something unprecedented and revolutionary: mechanical flight not through magic lift but on true wings, relying on airfoils and aerodynamics as birds do. So, the Luis's Skyrunner is basically that song that an Australian satire group did, was a parody of Grease Lightning from Greece, that was called Gas Guzzlin'! Go gas guzzlin', you're burning up the CBD. Gas guzzlin', go gas guzzlin', go gas guzzlin', you're running over small kiddies. Yes, those were the actual lyrics. Okay, so if we want an inn, we go to Angler's Inn Square. But again, I would really like to explore this place because it is insane. There's also a ton of gold beetles to find here. By far the most gold beetles of any area that we have explored up until this point. Well, I mean, well, you'll see how things go. You'll probably have to pity us if Joanne doesn't show up, but we also have a Ujeef here, a wary shopkeep. All he sells is medicinal herbs, the lowest form of healing item, for only 100 reeve. Yeah, we'll need to think a little bit about that, because, it's actually somewhat important. Oh, already found our first gold beetle. You'll want to explore every nook and cranny of this city. We also have a bit of a cathedral here, remember that for later. Sadly, there are still dead homeless people in this town.
Hang on a minute, you.
Hang on a minute, you. Ah, there's a white clad here. Yeah, I mean, it's not a crime yet. But eventually, he's probably gonna start stabbing some people, so we've got our eyes on you, white clads. Also, yeah, just got a couple of poor-looking parapets just drawing on the ground here.
I love it.
Forgiveness Day is something we'll need to be aware of. That happens on, in fact, I think it's actually marked in our calendar. Yes, the 27th is Forgiveness Day. All shops have massive bargains on Forgiveness Day, so you might want to save your shopping until then. But you also do not want to be on the road on Forgiveness Day, because that is a missable memorandum entry. If you're on the road on Forgiveness Day, you will lose access to that memorandum entry forever. Like, oh my god, let's totally go shopping, said in a very deadpan voice. I love that dramatic reading of My Immortal. But over here we have another magic shop. I love the name of this place, Phantom of the Deep. But yeah, can't go there yet because it's not nighttime.
Oh, there. My money's on Santa Fe. Hey.
Unidentified corpse. Yeah, as much as this city is more pleasant than Grand Trad, it is still in Uchronia. Oh, chocker is such an Australian term to me. It means, like, full of, but... Oh, yeah, they don't look kindly on Ujeef in this town. But down here is closer to where, yep, this is the Merchant's Bazaar. Again, I'm probably not going to buy much yet, but it's good to get an eye for what they sell here. Oh, we can also sell some things. So here, we can get more fruit cordial, and, you know what, I'll take these. You can also buy briny salt, I guess, from the ocean.
Yeah?
There's also a ferry here. Kind of rare to see ferries out and about.
Ugh.
Brilehaven definitely seems a lot more obviously diverse than other cities. And there goes the ferry. But I mean, it's not to say that they aren't racist here. Again, it is Uchronia. And here's the fishmonger, although it looks like a, you know, a steak shop. We can buy here, well, I guess we can buy some actual meat, but we can also buy bluefin tuna as a cooking ingredient.
Greetings.
And here we have finest apparel for the Navy and unusual accessories. Interesting.
Well then.
The rider's anklet. Image of a dragon's wing, speed that's truly divine. Let's not buy that just yet. That's kind of expensive. I want to save my money for something really important. We also have a store here, the Black Cat's Claw.
Hey,
The goods are cheap.
And we also have things that need apparizing. That's pretty bad. And that's also pretty bad. We can buy life-saving medicine. We can also buy great fairy dust for the first time, along with something that can charm enemies. And we can buy our Arachne's threads. I think I will actually take some great fairy dusts. 100 HP is not a ton for this point in the game, but it's still better than the regular fairy dust.
this is on sale, right?
And now we have the sword shop, where we can get the guillotine blade, even better than the warrior weapon we have already, a fishing harpoon, very strong knight weapon, Fortune's bludgeon, that'll cost us almost all our money at this point. It is a healer weapon, I believe, and it restores MP upon defeating an enemy, but only in turn-based combat, not in the field, because that would be a little broken. So ninja blade, they weren't ninja blades already. So yeah, the general quality of all of the weapon types is going up kind of significantly at this point. Like, that's already better than the steel slab. That is like the most weird accented Aogami of all time. But here, yeah, we can get 200 defense armor. Maximilian seems like a common name for armor. I think it must be a real armor type, because I know that it's in Final Fantasy as well. Endurance plus 5 prevents paralysis? That's not bad. Also, we get small HP recovery in battle with one of those. I'm actually very tempted by that. I'm gonna go ahead and take it. But as we continue down the way, we can also find ourselves the rock and also a bounty center. Oh no, she's been brainwashed by the Even et Niage song! Or alternatively, there's superliminal messaging. Hey you! Join the Navy!
Welcome.
Yeah, no bounties until after we've gone through the Exhibition of the Brave. Okay, yeah, there's the Mag Broker. Don't really need to worry about you just yet. And they have a podium here. Remember that, because we have some more debates to get done in this arc. Okay, it looks like Godot's wormed his way back up into third. That's actually kind of interesting that Rudolph is opposed to Luis, given, you know, a certain ideology that Rudolph, you know... Also, yeah, the term fit in UK English slang actually means basically hot. It doesn't just mean, like, physically active. I mean, it often means both, but still. The obnoxious prat. Yeah, that's one way to describe him. So that thing is not just any dog, it's also a monster. So essentially, we need to take a boat over to the other side. You can also examine the view of the sea. Because that side of Brilehaven is where we need to get to. I like how just the objects in the distance are kind of shaded almost like a pencil sketch. Just a really neat way to add to the fantasy feeling. Also, hi, King Moon. Couldn't really see you much from Martira. There's also a lighthouse over there and big globs of water that are just pulled into giant spheres. Before we leave this area, though, there are 2 more Gold Beetles to pick up in this vicinity. Yeah, one of them is, this is a little hard-nosed in the daytime, near the Recruitment Center. And one, oh, there it is. Yeah, one is in the alley next to the Black Cat's Claw. Oh, hi, Rudolph. Yeah, so Rudolph is straight up Rusant supremacist who hates all other races and also wants to be a military dictator, so... what do you have to say? I mean, clearly this guy is, something's wrong. Again, does feel like there's something kind of apathy syndrome adjacent going on with some people. But the actual reason why I came back here is... Oh, actually, really important you talk to this guy right here. Just saying. But no, I actually came here because I missed a gold beetle back on... back on Seabreeze Street. Actually, while I'm here, we can take the boat here. I've already got all of the gold beetles in these two areas of the city. There's actually even more, though. So if we go to the arena front wharf, which I don't think is actually our destination for the story, but it's very relevant for gold beetles. Now, because of this guy. But before that, yeah, there's a very obvious gold beetle right up here to grab. And I'm pretty sure that's the only gold beetle in this area. And the namesake of Arena Front Wharf, the arena, is through here. We can't do anything here yet, but remember when I said way earlier in the game that there's a certain other thing that will really increase your courage? That's the arena in Brilehaven. Eventually, we will be fighting every possible battle here, and that gives you a massive amount of courage, so we're not really going to be lacking in that. Though, doing the test of courage early is nice if you want to, well, do Brigida's Bond early. I now have every gold beetle in Brilehaven that you can get at this point, but there is one more that is obtainable through a quest.
Huh?
But yeah, this is the guy who was literally living inside a giant sandworm.
I mean...
well, I think you already know the answer. I can tell by that sweat drop you can see on his face.
Truth be told...
Well, I mean, he might have gone out the front if you said loosen his belly, but similar difference. Yes, I've seen a very large number of them. So this is the reason why collecting gold beetles is going to pay off later. And I've got the one missable one so far. You don't need to worry though, you can get the final reward for these without getting all the missable ones. You don't actually need all of the gold beetles, just a decent amount of them. So yeah, we get Arcane Dragon Blood, which is a really good MP recovery item. So, I should have every gold beetle that's obtainable up until this point in the game.
All good.
So, let's see if we have enough for his next reward. Yeah, here we go. Exchange for a secret treasure by talking to the elderly entomophile, which I believe just means bug lover. There's bug catchers, bug maniacs, and then the final form, this guy.
Hey there.
Okay, how many of them do I actually have? But yeah, we get the Venom Ward charm now, and yes, I think that's our first gold accessory. That is one of the highest possible qualities of items you can get in this game.
Maybe.
And yeah, this guy has items that protect you from dragons. You might want to remember that for later. Another 13, make that 25 in total. Okay. So how many more do you need? Okay, so he does actually take them, so I had 4 more in excess of what he needed. But at least we got that Venom Ward charm. Prevents all physical status ailments. Poison, malady, paralysis, hex, burn, and frostbite, and all stats plus 3. And I have to know what these soldiers are talking about. I'm too curious. Okay, they're just talking about the Colosseum.
Fancy a ride?
So I've already been to these two. The only place left is Angler's Inn Square, the Inn District. Well, that's probably where we're going to find our lodgings. Unless we wanted to sleep in the arena somehow. Say, yes, there should be lodgings around here. Hi, Hulkenberg. Hi, King. Hi there. Just looking down on everyone. Must be hard when only half of your face is an actual face and the back half of your head is just a flat surface that a castle is on top of. Not a problem that a lot of people can relate to, but still.
Yes.
Well,
true. In fact, the results screen for battle is, I think, called, like, King's Judgment or something, implying that it's the king himself who's grading you on your battle results.
Ridiculous.
But yes, we need to go ahead and find...
Ridiculous.
Somewhere. Also, this guy is actually a candidate. He wasn't introduced at the initial opening of, like, the whole Tournament for the Throne. He doesn't even have a portrait either, but he's basically another candidate, and you might run into him on a Gauntlet Runner.
Ridiculous.
However, this guy right here is, like, the one Nydia who actually lives up to their stereotype of being untrustworthy and con people, so avoid him. But we do have the Greatest Catch Tavern, which is where we'll be finding our informants. We also have Moore's Phantom here, just observing the fountain. And we also have this guy, Julian, another minor candidate without a portrait.
Yes.
Remember this guy because he is super important. Well, not really, but important if you want to get 100% in this game.
How absurd.
It's something that... a lot of people I find miss.
Oh.
Also, hi, Stroll. Oh. I mean, Stroll, you are of nobility. Well, I mean, I guess they're like, something tells me this guy crawled out the arse of a worm. Oh, I wonder if she actually only says that if you debated her. That's kind of cool that there's different dialogue for it.
I see.
So we don't need to debate her again. She's officially off of our list. But we actually do have more to do with her. What sort of technology does our thing use? Who are you again?
What?
Granted, yeah, this is a secret. Yeah, absolute trade secret. We're not gonna let Neurus's stuff. I mean, granted, Neurus does want his inventions to be, you know, for all the people to enjoy. But still, let's not let somebody monopolize his inventions and make money off of them without crediting him, because I get the feeling that's probably what would end up happening. And yes, here is, I've already forgotten if his name is Milo or Milo. Oh, I doubt you could afford to stay at the rich people. Oh, this is Lumio City all over again. Yeah, I don't know if I'd even like playing Legend ZA because I hated Lumiose on my first playthrough of Pokemon X and Y. Just, Lumiose did not treat me very well. Also, hi there, Loveless. Once again, somebody else who, kind of vaguely respects us as a worthy opponent because of, us defeating him in Martira. The come one, come all in, except not today because we're full, screw you.
Right.
That's the inn's full name. Uh-oh. The Golden Coral Pavilion. Okay, I love it. They called him a wanker. That's amazing. Oh boy, yeah, Luis has almost certainly bought out that entire place for his supporters. I mean, to be fair, that's kind of where we want to go, but, like, I doubt he'd let us into his exclusive inn this early. So as far as I go, there's the Spider's Den.
Huh?
So unfortunately, we need to, explain to people that our main source of lodgings...
The tool of the state arrives.
Adam Howden. Seriously. I'm so glad they got you for this game, even if it was for a minor part.
What?
See, here's the thing. A lot of those nobles or rich people in real life, they like to say they earn their positions through merit too. Your rooms are affordable for all, huh? Well, is there a reason for it?
Enjoy your stay.
I hate the fact that persecuted tribes are uttered in the same sentence as criminals, but that's kind of how things go in,
Kind of freaky.
in Uchronia? Let's check this place out, I guess.
Well, should have figured they'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travelers in town.
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
Yeah, it's really just a matter of, like, hygiene versus crampedness, because sleeping in the runner and basically the capsule hotel, that'd get rough. Also, yes, there is an insect here, so yeah. There it is.
Did you see that giant bug just now? It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
Oh yeah, those kind of insects would be terrifying for fairies, honestly. Like this, back when I was like a kid, somebody like in my class about this thing of like, "Hello everyone, welcome to the Cockroach Inn." This is like that place, but actually real.
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
A bug insect.
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Hence the hut.
That's why you lived in that hut.
More importantly, we must discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
Like, I do love how this party, despite being ultimately more grounded than, like, some of the more anime trope parties out there, they can still be funny, and, like, even Heisme is capable of being really funny.
Right. We meet up with Joanna, then get to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Louise.
I mean, it's really a coincidence that we're able to do this, but we won't pass up the opportunity.
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she will join us?
We have to trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part. I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
In a twisted way, I suppose. But from what she was saying afterwards, those were the words of somebody who was sincerely going to offer themselves up. I don't think they were the words of someone who was going to run.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the dais. After all, the bounty still says I'm a kidnapper.
And this is really, really, really fascinating. Dark, but fascinating. Heisme is fully willing to go through with this if it comes down to it.
Balderdash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory. But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
Right. We've done what we can do. All that's left is to keep our chins up and face the competition head-on.
Too early yet to retire for the night. We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears.
And listen to Loveless, singing the entire place down, most likely.
And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh? Could be my last, after all.
Heisme, please don't joke about that.
Oh, haha, very funny. But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
Oh, hi, Katharina's here.
What are we without beauty? What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflected that.
For the love of everything, don't let this guy ever be in a crossover fanfiction with Oliver from Fire Emblem Path of Radiance.
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
I would say Olivier from Trails, but no, he is not on their level.
With all skills and talents equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head or a handsome one? Beauty is power. Lack one, you should lack the other. When I take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles. Together, we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of beauty.
My head would repeatedly hit my desk right now if that wouldn't, you know, hurt. Okay, so 1, it is Milo. 2, please calm down.
Well, he has a point about what people tend to follow.
What? This really doesn't bother you? It isn't right.
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
Enough about appearance. A beautiful face cannot win wars. Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing. When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Rousant tribe at its head. Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command.
So, okay, I want to say this. I believe that in Japanese, this guy is voiced by one of the hosts of the Persona Stalker Club. Like, they promised that they would get them to voice somebody in the game. And I really wonder how he feels voicing this guy.
Hear, hear! For Rousant pride!
It's like, okay, good news, we got you a part in this game. Bad news, it's the literal military, basically fascist, who's also a racial supremacist.
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
When I'm queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men. We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open. Those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coffers will be a head lighter. We'll split their fortunes and toast to our help.
Preach it, Katharina! You're just what this land needs!
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne, then?
I mean, that's a good point, Stroll.
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Ford.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
Oh no, we've got a political argument going down. This right here, because this world doesn't have, like, social media, this is essentially their equivalent of Twitter.
I confess, I know not how to feel. 'Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
I mean, honestly, yeah, that's true. That's the beauty of democracy. Downside is, sometimes when it's confined to certain places like Twitter, this happens.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
No, I do understand that, yeah, he wanted the people to have a say in who gets to be the next king. Like, that's clearly never happened before in the history of this country.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
Again, Twitter.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
We came in here to be safe from political arguments, and they're still happening.
Woo! Next round's on Loveless.
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
Always about that goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
So yeah, Glodell's terrible and no one likes him.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before. Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
Don't say that to Loveless. That would ruin his entire campaign.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I admit, I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain?
Didn't even get a dialogue choice, he just agrees immediately. I caught the mysterious creepy fish.
Is that really edible? It doesn't look quite, natural.
I believe I actually had a toy of one of those, of sort of a fish that looked like that. Because in Australia, they had these equivalents of, like, Kinder Surprise called Yowies, not the anime kind of Yowie, like Yowie as in the indigenous Australian mythological creature. And they would all come, like, the toy inside would be like an actual Australian animal, so it was all an educational thing. And yeah, those were pretty cool. Unlike the US, where Kinder Surprises themselves are completely illegal.
By all means, let us try it.
Did she even look at it?
Why, tis delicious! The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid crunch it has.
I guess I'll try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
At least we'll die together.
Oh, well, I was the one who suggested fishing. Right. The noble thing to do is see it through. Oh, it's rather slimy for my liking.
See, this would remind me, like, I have some tastes for particular kinds of fish, but there are certain kinds of fish that I really do not like. Like, I've realized recently I don't like salmon or trout unless they're very heavily prepared with certain sauces. But I love tuna steaks, I like flathead a lot, like some other, like, whiting is nice, barramundi occasionally, that's an Australian fish, by the way. And rainbow trout taste-wise is fine, but I've never been able to have rainbow trout again after one time when I was a kid and I got a rainbow trout bone stuck in my throat.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
'Tis fine enough without, I say.
You need way higher standards, lady.
I guess we're eating this raw.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me.
Yes, of course we do. You're amazing. You were presiding over our Gauntlet Runner battle involving Glodell and Godot.
Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martyra, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
With a problem like that, I had to do something.
Well, the rest of the candidates had to find themselves ahead for the lineup. Rather struck me when you all broke away from the pack so soon. So, do you have a head ready?
Well, let's see. Got a head right here, I suppose.
Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party.
Yes, something that many other candidates do not have, Rudolph.
I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you, alright?
So, there's actually somebody in the Australian political commentary scene that Batlin really reminds me of, but I want to go over that later, because I have way more time to talk about Batlin. He is absolutely not done in this story.
That cry is an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
Well, he's awesome. That's we know that much.
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead. Wonder what he's playing at.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums, but his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
We didn't even really ask for his support, and Batlin's already going around singing our praises.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me. Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
And so, retire for the night at the Cockroach Inn, or rather the Spider's Den. Basically the exact same kind of thing. So, oh, memorandum. Wait, did we just unlock Katharina's one now? Okay. Power of bounty hunter of unrivaled skill. It's got a modest support. Most of that support comes from the poor people of her tribe, but there's also a contingency who've come to support her after seeing she was a youthful. Oh, right. They knew that she would attract the waifu crowd, I guess. I'm not really one to speak, because I feel like if I had anything close to a waifu in this game, it would probably be her, but like, anyway. Okay, so, I'll see you all tomorrow for the actual exhibition of the brave, and some more stuff in the story. See you all then.